plunged to certain death. On the opposite side, Pierre stopped and spoke to Godey. I could hear their voices, but not their words. Pierre gestured towards us. Godey shook his head. He said something which caused Pierre to grin. Then he looked over at us. "See you below," he called out, then set off alone. "I think I should talk to him too, Scott," Diana said as she pulled out of my arms. "Pierre had no trouble with him. He only wants you." Then she set out across the snow bridge, moving as surely as had Pierre. Once across, she spoke to Godey, then a moment later waved to me and left for base camp, joining Pierre, who placed his arm about her. Why had they abandoned me? What had I ever done to them? I couldn't turn back, though I wanted to. There was nowhere to go in that direction except to the summit, and I'd just barely escaped from there. Behind me a wall of ice collapsed and the bridge shook with its force. I glanced to the rear and saw my way was blocked. I had no choice. I started across. Godey came to me, knife in hand. I lifted my ice axe in defense. "I've been waiting for you," he said. "I missed you on the top, but now I have you." He lunged towards me, and I swung with the axe, missing him, nearly falling as I lost my balance. He came at me again, and I backed up, wondering if the bridge would support the weight of us too as we fought. I swung with the ice axe, but again to no avail. Then Godey lunged at me and seized me in his grip. I could smell his hot breath on my face. We fell onto the snow, rolling first one way, then the other. Some mutual instinct kept us from falling into the crevice. Across the bridge I heard cheering. I caught a glimpse and saw Diana and Pierre shouting encouragement to me. Diana was clapping her hands and jumping up and down in excitement. I could not escape Godey. I reached for his throat, but before my hand could grip him, he said, "Now!" At that same moment he plunged the knife into me. Searing pain engulfed me, and the ice axe dropped from my hand. I cried out, but no sound came from my throat. The pain was excruciating. Godey stabbed me again and again. I felt the pain, but no sound came from me. Just then the snow bridge trembled, then abruptly fell away beneath us. Snow engulfed me, and I felt Godey slip away, laughing as he did. I fell for a very long time, my stomach caught in my throat as if I were on a rapidly descending elevator or a diving airplane. I thought I would fall forever. Then I felt the sides of the ice crevice gradually close in on me. I slowed, then stopped. I reached to each side and pushed at the ice. I was unable to free myself. I was trapped far below the surface. The snow was gone. All around me was black. I looked up towards the sky and spotted Godey skillfully scaling the ice as if he hadn't a care in the world. I watched him transfixed as he grew smaller and smaller, then finally climbed over the lip and vanished from sight. There was nothing for me to grab hold of. I could see no way to get out of the ice. Again I wondered why had Diana and Pierre abandoned me. From deep within the ice I felt a moan, and a pain shot through my legs as the walls shifted. The ice held me even more tightly. I moved, and I felt its enormous force as it slowly began to crush me. I pushed against it to no effect. I screamed, then screamed again, and this time a voice came from far away, distant and remote. "Mr. Devlin? Mr. Devlin, are you all right, sir?" I opened my eyes. It was the flight attendant. "You shouted," she said with a light Russian accent. "I think you had a bad dream." She looked concerned. "I'm fine," I said, licking my parched lips. "Sorry if I bothered anyone." She looked relieved. "We are on final approach. Please fasten your seatbelt." The plane was banking, and through the window I could see the...
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.